listen, I don't think I'm smart enough, nor do I think I have the energy to understand what's Fitzgerald doing. So on one end, I would like to think Fitzgerald would want to get after Fyodor as much as possible, which would mean he would side with the agency and the Port Mafia. But like Maury said, Fitzgerald likes going with the strongest people, in which case is the hunting dogs. So Fitzgerald is a blank canvas for me. I don't know. But I think in this episode, we're going to give it some of the backstory with Yasuno. So not only do I want to see why she left the Port Mafia, but I want to see if the cause is the whole death of that one person. So without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure there's original content as always. Ooh, I wonder, did she try to care for the old leader? The one that Maury took out? Oh wait, no. Maury was the doctor. Anyways, all right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Thou shalt not die.
A transaction. You use the healing ability for me. In exchange, I provide information that will lead to the agency's restoration.
Information leading to the agency's restoration. Now we have some hope.
They're so hopeless.
How did Francis discover the location of this Port Mafia hideout? If he was able to discover this hideout, he might as well have done business with the military police instead of us. The Francis who I know will always side with the stronger, more
honestly, I think
group.
she has a plan.
This transaction
And we just haven't seen it yet.
might be some kind of a trap.
As much as I think Fitzgerald would definitely be on the hunting dog side because the hunting dogs kind of strong with the whole military thing. I do think I think the hunting dogs would be more forgiving if the agency is found not guilty. They wouldn't chase after it. And then on top of that, you have the agency and Port Mafia, maybe give or take, be indebted to Fitzgerald, which may be what he wants. Oh, and then on top of that, we still haven't gotten half the hunting dog's powers yet. We know actually, I think we only know one. The guy that has like extend his sword. Yasuno. Tell that Bob from anywhere.
Yasuno. Where are you going? You think it might be a trap, right? Is that the reason you won't join the Port Mafia?
What, the trap part? Or what part are you talking about?
You just want me back in the Mafia. Isn't that really what's behind all this?
Honestly, it would be a pretty strong ability.
I'll join the Mafia instead.
Yours is strong
My ability
too.
of light snow ought to be useful enough to satisfy them. What happened between you and the Mafia boss?
I guess you two deserve an explanation.
Heck yeah.
Fine. I'll tell you as we walk.
So do we.
A long time ago, the boss and Mr. Mori were close allies in the three-party framework. As you know, they wound up as enemies. Why do you think that is? It's because of me.
Is that one girl's? 14 years ago.
The island Tokoyamijima appeared out of nowhere in the Pacific. An unclaimed island where it was only ever night became the main battleground at the end of the Great War.
It's Malachor 5.
Electromagnetic waves from the Aurora destroyed electronic equipment, resulting in pre-modern close-quarters combat.
Where did this come from?
Don't just lie there, you lousy soldiers!
Is she crazy here?
I can see! I'm completely healed. My leg.
You get hurt because you're weak. Now stop moving and get back to the damn front!
Guard infantry unit. Chief medic. Okay.
Please, let us worship you!
Piss off!
Are you that enamored with my Yasuno that you're willing to lose your life over her?
Chief Mori, he's going to pickle our organs.
Since when
Pickle your
Yasuno?
organs.
I'm your superior officer, am I not? I have the right to correct your attitude and language whenever I...
I think he loves people who just talk back to him.
I was working at a candy shop until last week when you dragged me out here against my will.
A candy shop.
She's so strong-willed. I love it.
Oh, yep.
Huh? Reading a novel after you nearly died.
It's a collection of poems.
Huh? But don't you have any intention of hurrying back to the front?
Absolutely not.
I want to thank you for sure, which is why I'd like to present you with this gift.
It's metal.
Thank you so much, my angel.
So at least he's dead.
It's nothing that's gonna change the world. Certainly not in the way that your ability is going to impact people.
I'm going to change the world?
I mean, you healed like 36 people right now. Pretty crazy.
The special ability doctrine. The great powers of Europe that first started the Gifted Wars. They're all changing the very concept of war. If we are to prevail as victors,
Where are
we
we
must
getting all this
prove to
information?
the military brass. That's why Chief Mori brought you into this unit.
I can see that you've been reading my Immortal Regiment paper without the proper authority.
What are you talking about? I just came here to save as many soldiers' lives as I can.
Let's go, Yosono. Elise, the next chart, please.
Yes, Master Mori.
I was gonna say that his ability, Elise, copied Yasuno, but she's a different person. In real.
We're way outgunned and outnumbered.
Relax, we'll take them down. After all,
Very
we have
interesting.
an angel on our side. That's right. She's magic.
Pretty lucky at that, huh?
He's dying in like 2 seconds.
Shit! Get down!
Was I right? Was that 2 seconds? I didn't. Okay, we'll say. Okay, he was dreaming. I was wrong.
Are you feeling all right?
Just tired, and you're looking pretty tired yourself.
Of course I look tired. I treated 80 people all at once.
See, changing the
The
world.
worst one had half his body blown off in battle.
That's crazy.
I could heal his wounds with my ability, but I couldn't heal his mind.
Okay, so never mind. Can't heal minds.
The ones who didn't die went back to the front. They don't have enough men. I'm basically healing them just for them to die again.
You're wrong.
What's that?
Laughing coffin.
It's the number of times that you've saved my life. Today makes the 5th time. I like to keep tally with this character. It's the character that stands for true. If it weren't for you, I would never have had a chance to see my brother and my parents again. I'm glad you're here.
This man has a way with words. Goodness gracious.
Private First Class. The front remains dire. If
That
you're
sounds like
better, then get out
Fukuzawa.
Yes, sir.
I think it sounds like Fukuzawa, right? It could just be someone that sounds like him.
As if to laugh in the face of our efforts, the situation continued to get worse and worse.
What is his hair doing?
Soldiers once every 3 days, all repeat customers. It was no longer appropriate to even call it a war. We were
It just
standing
slaughtered.
there, being brutalized. A normal unit would have given up.
Can we think of a
and
different
retreated
tactic
long
then?
ago. But that never happened. Because I was there.
Yeah. You just put him through sort of purgatory because they still felt this. They just got healed afterwards.
That's a fracture of the right radius. Please treat him.
Father, Mother, I'll be home soon.
Mental state
I
gone.
don't want to fix them.
I see. You want to free him from his obligations on the battlefield as a soldier.
He's just gonna
Quite
shoot
the
him.
conundrum. You know what happened to the samurai, don't you? They failed to understand warfare using guns and cannons.
Oh,
but they
yeah.
perished. In naval battles, the nation which failed to realize airplanes would be the masters of the sea was the one to fall. And now special abilities are changing war once again.
Hey, it sort of makes sense.
Your role is to make the military understand this change is needed.
I refuse! I just want to save the lives of the people in front of me who need it!
Yup. I knew it.
There. He's dying now. Fix him.
The soldier who drew a picture of me. The soldier who pat my head, saying I reminded him of his sister. The
All
soldier
turned.
who made me delicious coffee. They all died.
Okay. Or died.
If it weren't for me, they could have left with mere injuries. In other words, if half of an army is hurt, it retreats and the battle ends.
Yeah, but
as long as I was there,
no
there
retreat.
was no retreat. To lose is a human right, but I took that right away from them.
What a crazy way of thinking about this. That's crazy.
Stop him! Take his dagger! Everyone's gonna die because of that bitch! This isn't war! Let me go, asshole!
It happened on the day a soldier I was close to tried to kill me.
Yeah. Oh, where'd the butterfly thing go?
My hair ornament's missing.
I don't like where that's going. Did he kill himself with it?
Yoshino. I'd like to ask you to deliver a message. I promised I didn't do
To my parents?
But your ability has taught me. Every person in this world has their limits. Remember how I called you an angel? You've descended on the battlefield as an angel of death.
Oh, he's gone. I would say not to go down there, but I can't control you. Oh. It'd be crazy if you revived him now. Gosh, that's a lot. You are too just.
From what I've heard, I went crazy. I was arrested for setting off a series of explosives.
Nice.
Something about trying to blow up an aircraft carrier. I was kept in isolation and under guard in a mental facility.
So, someone must have rescued you from there. Was it the agency?
Rescued. No, it was Maury.
If only that were the case.
Brought you to the
I was rescued by the worst person
mafia.
there is.
Yup.
Come with me. I need your ability again.
You would willingly drag her back into hell again? Have you decided you're now the devil, Maury?
She's the key to defeating the formidable Port Mafia boss.
You really think she's the key? Your reasoning lacks all sense of humanity.
War is a game in which the first to take humanity into account loses.
In that case, our alliance ends today.
Oh, it's your life that ends today.
Ooh, the fact that he's able to do it with scalpels is crazy.
Ah, sheesh. Grown-up fights are always so pretentious.
Rampo.
Take me back. I can't go outside again.
Why not?
I understand.
I make the lives of everyone around me seem like they're cheap and valueless.
Gosh, that's so
That's so
interesting.
stupid.
Oh, all right, and stupid, I guess.
Why don't you give up using your special ability then?
If I could do that,
You're saying that you can't. Why not? Because everyone tried to take advantage of that ability? That's not it. My ultra deduction is the best special ability. None of the others matter at all.
How old is Rampo? This man looks the same 14 years later.
If you doubt me, I can prove it to you.
His hairpiece.
but how?
I found it on an old aircraft carrier. See? I know everything.
I don't know how you did that, but we'll go with it.
What should I do with my life now? The people I cared about died because of me. There isn't one single place in this whole world where I should be allowed to live.
Wrong. There is one. Just one place in the world that doesn't need you. That one place is the Armed Detective Agency. I don't care about your ability. It's your kindness that means something.
Rampo has spurts when it comes to like talking to people. Sometimes he's good at talking to people. Sometimes he's absolutely horrible.
It's time to go. The transaction takes place through the door. I'm saving the agency.
She's gonna get shot as soon as she opens the door. Like Steins Gate all over again.
The agency is the one place in the world where I can be allowed to live.
Darn. Is there anything after? No, probably not. All right, let's talk about Malachor 5. So basically, Malachor 5, Star Wars reference. Happened at the end of the war. This happened at the end of the war. This is a very interesting thing because it brings so many things into question. First off, the Great War. Have we ever been told about it? Is this the first time we're being told? I feel like, what season are we on? Like 4, I think. And there's 5 seasons in total. I don't know. I just feel like this is very late to be giving us some of this stuff. I don't know. I almost got whiplash in this episode because the amount of sort of world building that we got in this episode that in a sense I don't remember ever getting. I mean, in the past 3 seasons, 4 seasons, give or take, we've gotten some information about, people's past, but it's really been located in this city, Yokohama, right? The only ever times we branched out was with Fitzgerald's group and then them just saying, oh yeah, they're from America. And then that one instance, that girl from the UK was like, yeah, we're going to bomb the place. But then other than that, we've gotten really nothing. Oh, and that one prison cell that holds people. And it almost makes me feel like we should have gotten this a lot sooner. So I feel like some of the world building like this would have definitely brought me into the story a lot earlier. But okay, so one of the questions that I get right here is they said that this island popped up out of nowhere, and then this aurora was causing it to where electronics don't work, so they had to go back to the old war times. The question I have is, how did this get created? Who created the auroras? There's a lot of questions that came to this. I immediately go to a gifted ability user, or someone greater, kind of on the same level as the Cthulhu dude, as a person who made the book, you know, higher top tier echelon type people. Honestly, this whole story in this episode was fantastic. The way that they made Yasuno's ability, which in and of itself is a very good ability, could save a lot of lives, but they turned it and made it a negative. Like it's crazy to think the whole saving lives thing could be turned as a negative. It was almost as if they were in this sort of purgatory. Okay, so actually, if anyone has watched Teen Wolf, this is a random segue in a sense. I don't remember what season it is, but there's this one dude who is stuck in this sort of purgatory in a hospital, and every single time he wakes up in the morgue, gets out, gets chased by something, ends up dying by it, only to end up back in the morgue, and it just recycles. And it's the same thing that's happening here, in which when they're to the brink of death, they still feel it. They still feel the pain. They still feel the impact, whether it be physically or mentally, of their injuries, only to then get revived and pushed back out there. I know they're attacking Yosuno because she's the one that keeps on reviving them, but whoever is controlling this infantry and coming up with the game plan and whatever, and the tactics, horrible. What are you doing? How is it that these people get injured so much, and yet we still haven't been told that they've been winning? It doesn't seem like they're winning because they got revived so many times. So whoever's controlling this group, I don't know if it's Mori or not. I think Mori is more of just like he's the medical type dude. I don't know if he's actually in control of the main platoon. But whoever is in control of this is insane, because they keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and it's not happening. Actually, you know what? Shoot. Now that I think about it, it could be Mori, Unit Chief Medic Judge. I don't know who really is in charge of this infantry. I do think the fact that the tactics have not been changed lines up with what Mori wants, because this guy mentions that this war, the war, whatever, was created or something like that with the whole gifted idea in mind. So they're using this moment right here in order to get it through the government's mind that gifted people are the future. And they gave examples of past stuff like tanks against samurai, planes against navy, stuff that has changed in the battlefield that people have not adapted to, and when they don't adapt to it, they lose. So using gifted people is the next thing. So they're basically putting this infantry up to the slaughter in order for her to revive them, so that the government can see this and be like, oh, this is crazy. This is the next big thing. So if this infantry, if they won the battle or won it too early, the impact of her would not be felt enough to where the government could have, I guess, turned and said gifted is the next way to go. So I don't know. That's just like my mindset. I don't even know if I explained it well, but in the end, I think Mori made this platoon die on purpose several times, in order for her to revive them several times, in order to get the government's attention. That's his main goal. And I want to know the situation with Elise, because so when this whole thing first came to pass, Yosuno acted how I felt Elise was acting in present time. So I originally thought, oh, maybe he used his power and he based the character off of Yosuno's personality. But then he calls this person Elise, and she does look sort of like her. But the thing is that this Elise looks a lot older than the one that he has created with his power. So I don't know whether or not he kind of combined the two, in which he used Elise as sort of the physical framework and then use Yoshino as kind of the personality framework. I don't know. I originally would have been like, oh, this is actually his power. But again, his power in the present is a lot younger Elise, who kind of talks back to him. While this one is like, yes, master, whatever, and she's more compliant. And Mori's crazy. I mean, we already knew that. Right now he's acting like these guys are just pawns. And his main goal is to get the government to comply with the idea that Gifted are the next people. I don't know why. I don't know why he cares. He's not really thinking about the Port Mafia at this point, at least I don't think. So other than making the government realize Gifted is the way to go, but what exactly is his goal? Gosh, and the way that they made all this work, it's great. I love it. The fact that she is the reason why they can't surrender. Because usually if most of the people are wounded, they're able to surrender and give up, retreat, all that stuff. But her ability makes it to where they can't retreat. They can't surrender. They can't just give up. And they can't just go back to their families. So it makes sense why some of the people wanted to kill her, because she is the only thing that's tying them to this war. And they don't want to go through the pain of almost dying again. Isn't it weird to me that this is the second time we've seen someone hang themselves in the past month? I feel like that's kind of coincidental, kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, so the writing of "You are too just." I don't know. When I read that over again, the first time I was like, oh, he's trying to say something nice. He's complimenting her. He's trying to tell her that she did good, that she's not the reason why he did this and stuff like that. However, part of me, the second time, third time, whenever reading it, part of me thinks he's trying, I'm going to say calling her out. The main thing I'm focusing on is the two. Because if he just wrote, "You are just," to me, that's without a matter of fact, without a second doubt, I don't know what the right phrasing is. Without a doubt, he's complimenting her. Oh, you're just. It's a compliment. But saying "you are too just," I feel like is calling her out is kind of a lame way of saying it, but he's trying to tell her that she's too far one way. I know that's probably not what he's meaning, and maybe I'm looking way too much into it, but the fact that I see two tells me that he's trying to tell her that you need to be less just. It's like saying, oh, you are good, but instead you're saying, oh, you're too good. It's almost like a double negative. It's like you're too much in this one section. You're leaning too far into this one area. That's how I'm thinking about it. And again, like I said, thinking a little bit too much into it, but still going on there. And yeah, you know what? Because I rewatched the first 10 episodes again in the first season, at least for right now. And when we first meet her, we were like, oh, she's crazy, whatever. Understandable. And the fact that she was secluded here and Mori still found her and was like, yeah, I need you to do the same thing that put you in here. Mori, you're crazy. Fukuzawa. What was Fukuzawa's involvement in the war? I could have sworn we heard his voice back in the whole past tense thing, but they didn't show his face, nor did we see his hair, so we don't know. Then again, you would think that he would, because the way he's talking about it right now, he was definitely informed of the situation that was going on, but I don't know. And then lastly, Rampo. Rampo is, I wouldn't say an enigma. He flip-flops in a sense of sometimes he's great at talking to people. Sometimes he's absolutely horrible talking to people. I think in the end, he tells it like it is. The things that he says, he doesn't put people's feelings into account, which is a good and bad thing. There are times where people want to hear the truth. They want the harsh reality, and it's needed for them to get out of their little funk. But there are some people who are so into their mental palace that they don't want to be sort of shaken out of their dream. And the harsh words that he says kind of does that to them. And they don't like it. So I think in this point, Yoshino needs these words being said to her. And since they are facts, since they are true, he has no problem saying it. But it's cool that we see that she's kind of the third person initiated into the agency, at least from what we know. I do wonder, because we know Dazai sort of, I wouldn't say last, but before Atsushi, when was Kunakita brought to the agency? And how was he brought to the agency? Anyways, I don't know how she's going to feel when it comes to reviving the girl, because I think part of her is going to do it because, I mean, she's been asked to, and it kind of helps them in their case of proving themselves innocent. But if she hears what Fitzgerald is planning for her to get uninjured only to fight Nathaniel again after she's healed, I don't think it's going to go well with Yoshino. That's exactly what she didn't want to happen again. Anyways, that was my reaction to Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4, Episode 9. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.